Um, my name's Warren Peace. I don't have a huge YouTube following or anything like that, but I just felt compelled to make this video in response to a video titled Illuminati Blood Sacrifice Prince. Okay? The reason I'm making this video is because the person who made that video is a guy by the name of Vigilant Christian. Also, his real name is like Mario Bryson or something like that. Well, I don't want to be disrespectful to this dude, but for lack of a better word, this dude is a egotistical maniac who kind of like shields himself with the Bible. What I mean by that is he will use speculation terms. He won't go into elaborate detail as to why he would call him an Illuminati blood sacrifice. And then he'll call all of this discernment, which is just ludicrous. Um, this man hasn't been dead for 24 hours, okay? Uh, and this person has already made a video about him. And the video has been up for about 12 hours now. So that means it's about 3 o'clock now, which means he put it up around 3 o'clock in the evening because it's 3 o'clock in the morning right now. And it still hasn't been up for 24 hours yet. And Prince hasn't been dead for 24 hours yet. And he's put up a video about this person. Now, if you're a Christian or a person who is on the fence about being a Christian, it should strike you as strange that someone would not have respect for the dead. I mean, this is not the devil incarnate. This was an actual person. So let's step back for a second and say that actually this person, Prince, was a blood sacrifice, right? And all of that, and he was a devil worshiper and stuff like that. I have facts facts that can prove that he wasn't, but let's just say he was, right? Shouldn't you still give him 24 hours, 2 days, 3 days bereavement? I mean, if we were on a job, they'd give you 3 days bereavement, right? To grieve a person. Shouldn't you do the same thing, Vigilant Christian? Like, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. You should be highly ashamed of yourself that you would do something like that. And honestly, it begs the question, was it for monetary gain? You know, did you do it because you were clickbaiting, as they say? You wanted more likes, more subscribers. And why do you monetize your videos? Hmm? You say, well, we need to fund this stuff somehow. Huh? Why do you need to fund your channel? You do all the editing yourself. You never talk about any foundations or compounds that you're donating to. You're doing it simply for your own gain, for your own personal gain, because otherwise, people like Storm Clouds Gathering, right? That's another channel on YouTube. They have completely gone under the radar when it comes to monetizing and making all of their videos commercial free, because they actually want to disseminate information. Another thing, let's get back to Prince, right? Prince was a part of a secular music entity, the music industry, but he was also no fool. He knew that chemtrails were the cause of a lot of strife and discord in urban communities and communities abroad. He also was a Jehovah's Witness, which means he was a sect of Christianity. Actually, a more stringent and strict sect of Christianity as compared to yours, because they don't believe in any holidays like Easter, also known as Passover, or Christmas and things like that, because these are not holidays given divinity by God Himself. They also believe only 144,000 people are actually going to receive heaven right? And a bunch of other things that can go on and on that I can show you that he was actually a Christian of a higher sect than even you, sir. Um, Also, you said that he knew that he was a slave, and that's why he had it written on his cheek, and that's just not true. The actual reason he had slave written on his cheek was the same reason that he changed his name from the artist formerly known as Prince to just a symbol, because you can't monetize a symbol, which means they could not use his name for profit. And that's the same reason he wrote slave on his cheek, to symbolize the um beef between him. I guess I'll use that word, the beef between him and his record label and the music industry as a whole, and how they are commercializing great art. But see, these are the things that you didn't even research, and these are the things that I just gathered um without even doing any research, really, just by knowing his history and following him as a youngster. And I'm definitely not of his generation. I'm the same age as you, 30. Uh, so he's a little bit before my time, but he's something, because I am a member of the black community. He's someone that we idolized, or an icon, a symbol of ours, and we dig a little bit deeper into information about him. But I just found it so disrespectful that you would make a video about a man and do zero research. Just up, he's famous. He's a fucking, he's a sellout. Pardon my French. I cuss a lot, actually. I'm just trying to be um, more sensitive to certain people that may watch this video. But man, shame on you, bro. That's all I gotta say. I don't want to make this thing too long. Just shame on you, man.